Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. We have a book video today. Obviously, we're surrounded by books. I'm so excited with the haul I have today. It's a big one in my defense. I haven't done book shopping in a while, nor have I done a huge book shopping haul. And then I went to McKAY's, which is a used and new bookstore. So I got deals and I bought some books to trade in. So I got store credit. So this bag is fantasy and like mystery. And this bag is romance. They're heavy. I low-key blacked out just a little bit because I grabbed a basket this time around when I went shopping. The first time when I went to McKAY's, I just kind of did whatever I could carry in my hands. I could have put more in my hands that time I went. But also I was just getting a feel for the store. I hadn't been there before and it can be a little bit overwhelming. There are so many aisles and aisles and aisles of books and the different genres: contemporary, romance, young adult, urban fantasy, urban fiction, general fiction. There's so many. And some of the books that you think might be in one section could be in another. It's a whole thing. So this time I was obviously a little bit more prepared. I went when they opened. Well, I was like 10 minutes to the time that they opened. I was still in there for a while. I was in there for like an hour and a half. I know you may think that's a long time, but I was also waiting for them to come back with for my trade-in. And also trade-in, like, you can't negotiate prices. You can either get cash or you can get store credit. I obviously got store credit because I was shopping there. That just makes sense. But yeah, you can't negotiate. I still think I got a fair deal. I think it was like 6 books and I got a total of $16 and I think 16 cents. Either 16.16 or 16.60. Which I was happy because I honestly didn't know what it was gonna be. So needless to say, it was great. Some of these books have been on my TBR for a very long time, some of them not so much, and then some of them I hadn't heard of until I got there. And then I also have a few special editions and then some signed books. So now we're gonna get into the haul. We'll start with the romance books first. So first up we have King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett Clair. This has been on my list for a very long time. I wanted this cover because they've recently started to be republished and I don't like the new covers. So I was searching for these, and the last time I was in McKAY's, they had this book, but it had water damage and this one does not. So I was very excited. I got books 1 and 2 and I'm pretty sure it's only the 2 in the series. But yeah, love it, love it, love it. Also, I forgot to mention the price will be on the screen, but you can obviously see some of that too. I'll put the original price and the discounted price. And because I have a lot of books, I'm just gonna read like a little bit about them on the back and then keep it pushing because we could be here forever. The Adrian who held me now carried his age within his eyes, which were burdened by heartbreak, and I wondered if that was what had made this man a monster. So this is a vampire fantasy paranormal romance and I'm here for it, and it's Adrian and Isolde. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I've heard nothing but good things about this one, and literally I've been meaning to read it forever. So, and this is the same author who's written the A Touch of Darkness series, which is a Hades and Persephone series. That's also on my list. So then we have book 2 in this series, and this is Queen of Myth and Monsters, and the continuation from the same couple. Obviously I'm not going to read much because I have not read it and I don't want to spoil it for myself. And if you have not read it, that could be a spoiler. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it ends here. Like, I don't think there's any more in this series to my knowledge. It's only supposed to be these two. And I hope so, because with them getting new covers, I want them to match. Yeah, so it looks like that's it. Just these two in the series. So very happy to have these before the new covers were everywhere. Then, ta-da, we just mentioned her. A Touch of Darkness, also by Scarlett, St. Clair, Hades, and Persephone. So apparently there's this series, and it's I think most of it is from Persephone's point of view, but then there's another series that's like a game of something, a game of fate, and it's the Hades saga, but it's supposed to be like this book but from Hades' point of view, and you can tandem read the series. We're just gonna start with this one and see what happens. But again, this has been on my list for a while. Rarely do I ever see it out, so when I did see this one, I was very excited. And they have multiple copies of this one. It has been republished a few times. This is a republished version because it's by Bloom Books, but I have her now. Let me worship you, he said. His request felt sinful and devious, and she reveled in it. She answered, yes. When a Hades and Persephone's retelling is done right, it's chef's kiss. It's amazing. So I have really high hopes for this, especially because she's technically getting the story from her point of view. And then if you want more, you can do the Hades series and get it from his point of view. Moving on. So this is Rock Bottom Girl by Lucy Score, which this was funny because I had just saw this on TikTok the other day. Someone recommended it, and then I saw her in McKAY's, and this was actually, I found this one the second time around when I was browsing the contemporary romance section. It's not there the first time. I went back around because you always have to double check, and found this one. So this is a fake dating relationship. And I also picked this one up because the characters are in like their 30s. I find that a lot of romance books nowadays, they're in their teens, they're just making 18, or they're like 21, which to each their own. But as I'm getting older, I would also like to read more romance books where the main characters are older. You know, that it just makes sense to me. So I was very happy for that one. What happens when a fake relationship gets a little too real between the sheets? So it's about this girl, Marley, who ends up coming home. So like a little small town romance thing going on. And she does this temporary position as a PE teacher and a soccer coach. And then Jake Weston is our high school bad boy turned sexy good guy. That's our fake dater. And that's how the relationship starts along with school. And then she needs him for an alibi. And then of course, fake dating always consists of real feelings. Because they're from the same town and they're more than likely went to high school together, there's probably some lingering things going on there. So looking forward to it. As you can see, she's also very thick. I've just realized I haven't been telling all the page numbers. My bad. I told you I was trying to get through. I get excited and then I start talking. This book has 501 pages. Let's go back really quickly. A Touch of Darkness has 392. Queen of Myth has 369. And then King of Battle and Blood has 380, oh no, 392. Okay. Now we're back on track. Next, we have this one, Killer Vacation, or My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. I love me some Tessa Bailey. And I've never seen this book out in the wild. And guess what? So I got cut off of it. But there's a little surprise. It's actually signed by Tessa Bailey. We love that. I'm pretty sure I can remove this heart sticker. I just hadn't because I was just focused on capturing this one. Also, as you can see, this is one of the shorter Tessa Bailey books, so it'll be a quick read. But I know this is supposed to be like a murder mystery rom-com vibe. It happens on vacation. That's what I know. And I think one of the main characters is either searching for a serial killer or ends up dating a serial killer. I think. I could be wrong. Oh no. Okay, so it seems like our main characters end up teaming up together to find the serial killer. Yeah, it says, but will fate take her from me before I realize the road has been leading to her all along, from our male main character's point of view. So yeah, I think they find each other on vacation, and it seems like our female main character is in Cape Cod with her brother, and she ends up with a relationship. Hey, get it how you live it. So there we have it. It seems to be quick. I've heard good things about this, and it has been on my list for a while, but again, like, I don't really see it in the wild, so I've just never got it. It has a total of 290 pages. Looking forward to that. Now we have Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. And I think this is one of the indie published versions. There's like, I don't know, like 12 books in this series or something, and then there's potentially a spinoff. It's a lot. But I saw book one today and I was like, you know what, let me dive into it. And especially because I think this is an indie version. Why not? And indie usually means it was published either like self-published or something like that before they got picked up by a big publishing company, and then they republished it. There we have it. So yeah, this is book one and however many, and it's supposed to follow sisters or like friends throughout the series. That's what I have for you. She's addicted to sex. He's addicted to booze. The only way out is rock bottom. There we have it. And then our main character is Lily Calloway, and I'm pretty sure this entire series is supposed to be Calloway sisters, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah, here we go. Here's the full list of all the books. Look at them. It's just a lot. Yeah, so we have the Addicted series, and then the Calloway sisters is a spinoff, but they're all like, the dogs are barking, but they're all like interconnected, same friend group and all that situation. I don't know if I'm going to do like the tandem read like this, because the Addicted series was written first, so I could do it like that or like that. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to it. This one has 341 pages. We only have 2 more romance books. This one I was excited to find, If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy. This is the first one in the Meant to Be series. I've shown 1 and 3 on my series. I mean 1 and 3, 2 and 3. 1 obviously is Cinderella, 2 was Beauty and the Beast, 3 was The Little Mermaid, 4 is Rapunzel. I have not read that one yet, and 5 comes out in the summer. It's Mulan. I actually was sent an ARC by NetGalley. ARC is advanced reader copy, so I got to read it before it was released. It was so good. It's my second favorite in the series now. The Beauty and the Beast one is still in the #1 spot, but Mulan, she came in clutch. She's my second favorite now. So I'm really looking forward to this one because this is actually another book I don't really see out often, and they had multiple copies of this in paperback and hardcover, but because I have the rest of the books in paperback, I got this one in paperback so it could match. So if the shoe doesn't fit, maybe it's time to design your own. With the Meant to Be series, they're all written by different authors. You can read them in any order. They do not connect whatsoever, other than it's all fairy tale inspired stories. So it'll have, you know, classic Cinderella vibes, but in a modern world. And that's how all of them are. The fairy tale vibes, but modernized. And they're all so cute. I love them. So very excited to have this one. And also it was like really good condition. She's so nice. And then this sticker can come off, but it was part of a book thing where you can buy a book and it comes with a box of goodies, and when you reach a certain page you open like a goodie, but you pay, I don't know, however much money for the stuff and the book. I've seen it, I've just never bought one for myself. This has a total of 292 pages. Last romance, and this is Broken Pact by Penelope Black. Never heard of this book, never seen it anywhere, but I love the cover, and it was giving country cowboy, and guess what, I was right. And I think this also, that was a great price. This was actually my cheapest book that I got for $4. That's insane. And I think this is also an indie published version, because if you look on the back, it just has the author's name instead of like a publishing company or something like that. So I think this is indie published. Love it. But it's a second chance vibe. They were exes. Homegirl ends up coming back to town and things happen. But I'm assuming this is going to be like, so it says Jasper DeVroe, the Reaper's golden boy. I'm assuming either the Reapers is where we are, or the Reapers is like a group of other brothers that it's gonna focus on. But that's our main character's ex-boyfriend, and then they're also going to be fake dating. So it's ex-boyfriend, second chance, and fake dating all in one, and it's a country cowboy small town romance. Sign me up. And it's the start to a series. We love to see it. It also looks pretty quick. So it has a total of 363 pages. So I'm looking forward to that. Now we're moving on to fantasy mystery. So here we have The Champions by Cara Thomas. I've been wanting this one for the longest time because it's set in the same world, and I think also like a continuation of the cheerleaders. I have shown the cheerleaders on my channel. I've shown this one on my channel as well. I've read them. She does mystery suspense in a way that I can digest it. I don't like when mystery suspense is like too gory and graphic. You're losing me. She does it well to where I'm intrigued with the mystery. I'm making up a list because I need to know who does this, and then it's usually not as detailed when it comes to like the graphicness of what is being done. But 11 years ago, the cheerleaders put Sunnybrook on the map. 5 girls murdered. So that takes place in the cheerleaders. You do get answers on that one. I never knew it was gonna like continue where it would still be in Sunnybrook, but here we are with the champions. And of course it's another murder mystery. Here for it. But this looks like it's going to take place with the football team. Girl, is something about these athletics. And this is also a Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition, so that's nice. And I didn't read it, but on the front it says, it started with the cheerleaders, it ends with the football team. So I'm looking for it. I wonder if like certain people from the cheerleaders will be mentioned in this book. That would be cool. This book has a total of 326 pages. Now we have Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I have a few books by her, and then I have a few books by her that are on my TBR that I really want to read. My friend Hannah, who I've mentioned before, reads Jennifer's books as well as having them on her TBR. I didn't know about this series, but I'm excited. It's a YA fantasy, romance, magic. I'm here for it. So, and I did check that the rest of the books would be in the same style. It has been like republished again, but the cover still stays the same. So I'm good on that. Enter a world of gargoyle protectors, rising demons, and one girl with an explosive secret. I love magic mystery. And it's 3 books in the series. It is a trilogy. I'm not sure if it connects to any of her other worlds. I think this one it's a standalone universe. So you don't have to read the other ones. But it says from the author of From Blood and Ash, because that's like one of her most popular series. But I looked up this one, and this one seems really good too. She's a bit on the thick side, but I'm excited. And then hopefully I can also find the other 2. This actually gives you a sneak peek into book 2. So that's nice. But hopefully I can find the other 2 so I can continue the series. But this has a total of 505 pages. Yes. Then we have Star Darter by Shivita. I can't see the last name. I can't pronounce it. But look how stunning. Stunning. They also had it in hardcover, but it was a little damaged, so I went with the paperback version because it was in better condition. This book has been on my list for a very long time. Not the last time I was home, but I can't remember. One time I was home and Hannah and I went book shopping for like 3 hours. We went to the store back home, Blue Cypress, which is a used bookstore, and I saw that this one there in hardcover. I didn't get it at the time, but like I wanted to, so it was nice to see it again. This is a standalone, I believe, one and done, I think. But as the daughter of a star and a mortal, Chital is used to keeping secrets. So cool, right? We love it. And also just look at the cover. It's so pretty. And this is another book by the author. Yeah, just know this book has been on my list for a very long time. I was trying to see if it said anything about it being a series, but I'm pretty sure this is like on its own, and I think so. That's what I'm trying to see. Hold on. Yeah, so this is a standalone, and then you get a sneak peek to her other book. That's cool. This has a total of, girl, where are the page numbers? 435 pages. So also a little bit on the thick side, but very excited for this one. Then we have Master of One by Jada Jones, and then I can't say the last name. I mean the next name, but the last name is Bennett. Yo, $6 for a hardcover is unheard of. Like, that does not happen. A great price. Welcome to the Queen City, a terrible place to live, an excellent place to die. So this is like magic, fantasy, mystical, and it's also found family, I believe, as well. On the top it says, on the front, at the top it says 6 Fae relics, 1 daring thief, the score of a lifetime. This is another book that has been on my list for a very long time. I just never bought it. I've been wanting to. And I found it today for $6. That's insane, but very happy to have it and very happy to read it. Okay, so it's Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. Oh, they're married co-authors. Look at that. But, oh, they have a pronunciation guide at the back. It has a total of 531 pages. This is also a standalone. I know that much. We have 3 more books. Next, we have Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington. I've wanted this one for a very long time. I do not own this one, which I was actually in the store, like, trying to remember if I've bought this one before, but I've seen it tons of times and almost got it and haven't. So I did, in fact, get it this time around. Love her. And also, like, in very good condition as well. So that made me happy. But you must work twice as hard to get half as much. Hello. Snaps in the room for that one. But I know this is another one that's a little bit of mystery suspense with some magic fantasy going on, I believe. I was trying to, so it takes place at a prestigious Edgewater Academy for the rich, and it seems like Adina, our main character, is not. She's there on scholarship, so that's already causing tension. Oh gosh. So it seems to be a fight has happened, and Adina gets blacklisted from all her Ivy League college choices, and Edgewater seems to be the last result, but there's some mysterious events happening over there. So some drama is gonna ensue. I love that. Very excited for this one. Let's see. This has a total of 407 pages, so a little on the thick side. Okay, then we have The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon. I've been wanting this for a while. When I wanted to get it, I put it on pause because, you know, and then the next thing you know, the second book was coming out, but then they only had this one in paperback in stores, and then the second book was in hardcover. I did not want to do that, so I just put all of that on pause. But I found a hardcover Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition of this version today in very good condition. This was also my most expensive book, 19. So 19 being my most expensive book and $4 being the cheapest. Insane. Great. But also please look at this map. It's so great. I don't know if the map is only like this in the Barnes & Noble's exclusive version or what, but it's stunning. I love when a book has a map. Let's see. The fates of two bitter enemies with opposing magical abilities are swept together in the Hurricane Wars, the spellbinding debut in a fantasy romance trilogy set in Southeast Asia inspired world ravaged by storms, perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and R.F. Kuang. I did not know it was going to be a trilogy. I knew there were 2 books, so that's exciting that it's going to be a trilogy. And also it's set in Southeast Asia. That should be really interesting. Looking forward to it. And of course, we love a good romantasy here and there. And a little on the thick side, but so excited to have this book. Because again, I've been wanting this one for a while. It has a total of 486 pages. Last book. Look how pretty this one is. So this is Sons of Darkness, Garay Mohanty. I don't know if I said that right, but this is a Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition. Look at her. Look at these edges. And then it's black. And also the end pages. So pretty. I found this towards the end of my time in McKAY's, like I was getting ready to go. And then I found they have a like just drop new release section, and this was one of the books. And I've seen this in Barnes & Noble's and wanted to get it, but the original price is like $30. And I was like, but I got it. And I didn't pay $30. That makes me happy. And it's just so pretty. Love it. Some ballads are inked in blood. So I'm trying to, hold on, I'll read what's on the end page. The sun will set, the world will kneel, the stars will bleed as the shadows dance, to a prophecy long foretold, a tale of war and ruin, a ballad inked in blood. I'm going to skip where it talks about our 2 main characters. Their lives are about to become yet more difficult as a cast of sinners queens, naive kings, pious assassins, and ravenous priests are converging where the Son of Darkness is prophesied to rise, even as forgotten gods prepare to play their hand. So this is like gonna have that found family vibe with some magic elements, fantasy, and prophecy. Looking forward to this, and I can't believe I found this one. But those are all my books. 15 books. If you've seen my smile throughout the video, it's because I'm insanely happy. Like, I kept finding really good books. And the thing with McKAY's, you actually have to look. Now, it's not one of those where you can like quickly browse. Like, you have to scan for the books or else you'll miss them. Or do like me, is you go back on multiple occasions, like do once over. If it seems like it's too much, go to another section and then come back. And I did that a couple times for both the young adult, urban fantasy, and then contemporary romance sections. I went back on multiple occasions just to see if there was something that I missed. And on some occasions I did, but I got them in the end, and that's what matters. So yeah, McKAY's success, very good. Loved it. I'm so excited to have all these new books and to read them. I'm not sure where I'm gonna start first, but I'm going to be booked and busy, and that makes me excited. I know McKAY's locations are in North Carolina and Tennessee. I don't know if more are going to be coming soon, but there's 2 in North Carolina and there might be 3 in Tennessee. So just search near you. It may or may not be there. It may or may not be on the way, but it doesn't hurt to look. Usually I go back and show all the books. We're not gonna do that this time around because there's a lot. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. And again, check out a McKAY's. See if there's one nearby. If you're traveling, make it a point to stop because you won't be disappointed. And I'll see y'all in the next video, whatever that's gonna be. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. Peace and blessings, my loves.